Namaste students. Today I am going to discuss about the topic DNA microinjection method in the animal cell biotechnology. DNA microinjection method is a method in which some cells are prepared and their genetic material is transferred. In previous video we discussed about the retrovirus mediated genetic transfer method and there are some disadvantages of retroviral mediated DNA transfer methods and due to these disadvantages we are using the DNA microinjection methods which are most uh, preferred. What we need for the DNA microinjection, first we need a gene of interest. Okay, this structural gene of interest uh, will be used along with the promoter and enhancer, and also we need some vector DNA. The procedure is, and the number of available fertilized egg that are to be inoculated are increased by the stimulating donor females to super ovulate forms. Then after that, mice will be given an injection of pregnant mare's serum and another injection of after about 48 hours was given to chorionic gonadotropin, that is HCG. By this protocol, the female produces about 35 eggs, uh, mm, which are not usual, and usually it produces a number of about 5 to 10 days. So we are injecting this HCG for production of more eggs within a short time. These females are mated and then sacrificed, and fertilized egg are flushed from the oviducts and recovered. These eggs are treated with a hyaluronidase to remove adherent follicle cell. Unfertilized eggs are discarded, and these eggs are inoculated immediately with the transgene. Embryo at the pronuclear stage is held in place by the suction. A microneedle loaded with the suspension of the plasmid DNA will be prepared. It is introduced through the zona pellucida and plasma membrane into the most accessible pronucleus, and several hundred molecules of the recombinant DNA are injected in a volume of approximately 1 picoliter. On a good day, several hundred eggs can be injected in a single day. If everything is clear, then we can inject several hundred eggs in a day. The male pronucleus can be located by using dissecting microscope, and eggs then can be manipulated, oriented, and held in place while the DNA is micro-injected. So this is the method by which DNA microinjection method is used using a micro needle and a micro pipette. This is the outside in which we have inserted the recombinant DNA inside the egg. Uh, this is the diagram in which it is indicated clearly that the DNA has been transferred. Recombinant DNA has been transferred into the female egg cell. After inoculation, about 25 to 40 eggs are implanted microscopically into a foster mother who has been made pseudo-pregnant by being mated to Wasimoti's male, so that none of the eggs of the foster mother will be fertile before the foster mother will deliver pups from the implanted fertile eggs 3 weeks after the inoculation. After birth, the presence of foreign matter is studied by DNA hybridization with appropriately probes or PCR. A transgenic mouse can be mated to another to produce transgenic homozygous transgenic animal. So what are the another methods? Physical methods which in and chemical methods. The chemical method is also another method of the DNA transfer. DNA will be taken from the surrounding when the DNA is presented as a synthetic complex, a complex with the overall positive charge, allowing the it interact with a negatively charged cell. So if DNA is negative and it will interact with the positively charged molecules. So this is the chemical transfection method by which we can deposit the genetic material inside another uh, molecule. Physical transfection: in this method, naked DNA is deposited directly into the cell by exploiting a physical force, such as the method includes microinjection, particle bombardment, ultrasound method, and electroporation. This complete method of transfer is known as the transformation of genetic material. In the chemical method, the first method is calcium phosphate method, which involves the formation of fine DNA calcium phosphate co-precipitate, which first settle on the cell and then internalized by the endocytosis. In the presence of the calcium phosphate molecule, DNA will m- be fused together. The precipitate must be formed freshly at the time of the transfection. The DNA escapes and reaches the nucleus and can be then expressed easily. Transfection with the polyplexes. This is more efficient than that of the calcium as it gives more uniform particle size than the calcium carbonate method. Polyplexes are the polycationic compounds that form soluble complexes through spontaneous electrostatic interaction with the DNA. This method is adapted as a plasmid DNA transfer. The efficiency of the method can be increased by the exposing cells to the osmotic shock or treatment of cell with chloroquine. Another method of generation of polycationic compounds has been developed, such as a poly-L-lysine and synthetic polyamine, polyethylene amines, and dendrimers. Next is the transfection with the liposomes and the lipoplexes. This can be done by the packaging the DNA inside a fusogenic phospholipid vesicle, which interacts with the target cell membrane and facilitated DNA uptake. Now, physical transfection method, that is the electroporation and ultrasound method. Both methods create transient pores in the cell. In the electroporation, this is the physical transfection method by which some nanometer size pores are created in the cell membrane by exposing cells to a brief pulse of electricity. The most critical parameter is the intensity and duration of the electrical pulses. So when we apply electrical field to the uh, cells, then this electric field will make some pores in the cell, and after these pore formation, we can transfer our genetic material. In the ultrasound method, it involves the exposure of cells to a rapidly oscillating probes. Such a type of sonication, high sonication, is provided to the cells. In this method, the application of the ultrasound waves to a dish or cell or a particular tissue results in the formation of the collapse or bubbles in the liquid, including the cell membrane, a process known as the cavitation. The transient appearance of such cavities allows the DNA to cross the membrane into the cytoplasm. This method can be used both for in vivo and in vitro, as the plasmid DNA is left structurally intact as for the electroporation. Microinjection method. Direct transfer DNA into the cell without a carrier is called the DNA microinjection method. This can be done for only few cells at a time, that we already had discussed. And particle bombardment method, in it is another direct method in the transfer of the genetic material. This method involves coating small metal particles with DNA and accelerating them to the target tissues using a powerful force such as blast of high pressure gas or an electric discharge through a water droplet. In animal, this method is used for the tissue such as skin cell in vivo rather than culture cell. So these all are the methods, and not only these methods, but some bacterial and some other vectors can also be used for the transfer of the genetic material. So our lecture is over here. Thank you very much.